Hello, hello, hello. It has been a little while since I have put together podcasts and training, and I am super excited because I have so much content that I've been wanting to share with you guys and have just not been able to find time in my house where it's quiet enough to actually record and get all of this put together. So, I'm super excited to talk with you guys today. I am in my office and I have a few notes with me, and we're going to tackle several different subjects today. And so, what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to break this up into several different training sessions and podcasts and get it put out there for you guys so that you can kind of watch it in little bits and chunks. So, I wanted to start with time blocking because it's something that we've been training in our team. For those of you that don't know, I am a professional network marketer. It is how I stay home with my kids. It's how we provide extra income for our family. My husband and I do work this business together, but I work it more than he does, just because he also has a couple of other streams of income. We're very big advocates of having multiple streams of income, not having all of our eggs in one basket. And so time blocking is super important. I am a mom of 5 kids, and 2 are now gone at college, but I homeschool the 2 youngest. One of them is also remote learning through the high school. And so I have to run everything from my home. Like everything happens here. And with COVID, especially, there was a couple of months where I really got bogged down. I got off of my scheduling and my business suffered, my emotions suffered, our family time suffered, all of it, because the guilt starts playing into things whenever you are not telling your time what to do. It's so important when you work from home, whether or for yourself, like if you're a real estate agent, if you're in insurance sales. I know a lot of those are independent. I'm trying to think of some other industries where basically the sales culture, where you're putting yourself out there, your clock never stops. Like, unless you tell your time where it's going, your clock never stops. And so you're getting text messages, you're getting phone calls, and then there's guilt because you're trying to spend time with your kids and all of this type of stuff. And so I wanted to show you what I do that helps. This is something I learned years ago from one of my mentors in Mary Kay, believe it or not. And I have stuck with it. And when I use this system, it is a game changer. It makes my life flow. The ebbs and flows are just better. There's not so much chaos. There's more consistency, and my business thrives as well. And our family time thrives. Like there's much less fighting and tension amongst the kids and myself, and it's just all better. So this is the weekly plan sheet, which I'm gonna actually upload this into our page. I'm gonna put a link in here so you guys can actually download it and use it yourself, because I think it is amazing. So it's simply a weekly plan sheet, and it's Sunday through Saturday, and it is blocked out from 7 a.m. until 10 p.m. I think it is 11 p.m. Like 10 p.m. is the last line, but it actually goes all the way to midnight. So it's a full day. And I basically I don't go too crazy with it. I have 3 colors you can see that I use. Orange is my workout time, and you can see I work out consistently 6 days a week. It's on the schedule. I know when that's happening every day, because how many of us get up and we're like, oh, maybe not today. Maybe today is not the day, but it's on the schedule. It's there. I know myself. I know that when I wake up in the morning, I need some me time. So my 7 a.m. here from 7 to 8 is drinking my coffee, reading my Bible, journaling. It is just any of that, just personal, quiet, wake up time. Like it's me time. I spend some time with my husband, usually at that point in time. I apologize. My dog is barking. This is a fully functioning house of people here. So there will not always be peace and quiet. And he sees people walk by and thinks that they're intruding in his space, even though they're absolutely not. So me time. Then I work out. I drag my rear out of bed and I get my water. So my water's not on here. I probably should track it on here, but I just am pretty faithful with it at this point. But you can always put your water on here too, just on the side or something. But I drink a gallon of water a day, which may sound excessive, but I know that I am the healthiest when my body is functioning properly. And so I make sure that I drink 5 of these a day. And then I typically will throw in like a 12-ounce seltzer water or something to get me over that 128 ounces. So if that's too much for you, start with something smaller, but drink your water. It also is going to help you have more mental clarity throughout your day, I promise. So then what I do is I go, this is back to me time. So I had me time here, and then I had my workout time, then me time again, which this is where I, take a quick shower if I need one. Obviously, if I've worked out, most of the time I'm going to get a shower here. Sometimes I don't have time just because things are a little crazy. So I throw my hair in a bun, wash my face, put on a little makeup, and throw my shower in later. But that's, me time. Again, I'll usually, if Matthew has to work that day, I will quickly make him a shake, because we do shakes for breakfast around here. So I'll make him a shake so that he has a shake to go. Get my kids awake at this point so that they can start getting themselves put together. Calvin, hush, hush. Nobody wants to hear. It's okay. So sorry. Okay. So then this green, everything that's green here is business time for me. So, again, if you're in business for yourself in any way, shape, or form, this does not work just for network marketing. This works for all different kinds of work from home businesses. It really does help. So everything that's green you see here is business time. And everything blue is personal time. So all this green adds up to about 41 hours in my week that I am available to work my business. So if someone texts me or calls me during here, I'm not going to respond to them until I get to here. And my team that I work with knows this, and they know who to contact if it's an emergency that is on our team that is qualified. They know who to contact. And so they will reach out to someone else until I get back to them. If it's an emergency, obviously, they'll reach out to somebody. Otherwise, I'll text them back here. But this is where we do our team training calls every single day of the week. And so that's blocked out for that. But then if you'll notice here, so this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This is when I'm homeschooling my kids. So they start classes during this green block when I'm actually doing our team huddles. We do team trainings. And so they start their school here. But then from 11 to 1, I am available to them to help. So if they get stuck on anything, they know to go to the next subject. And then from this 2-hour block, all 4 days here, we don't do school on Fridays in our house. That's one of the joys of homeschooling. But on these 4 days, then they know, like, they've got me for those 2 hours. I'm not going to be on my phone. I'm not going to be doing work. I'm going to be focused 100% on them. Okay. So that's what happens here. On Fridays, I obviously go ahead and work straight through. But then you'll notice I have more family time allotted on Fridays here in the evenings, because I added more work time up here. So again, balance. And this shifts a little from week to week. Like we have orthodontist appointments this week. And so that's going to fall into one of these little blocks here. But if I needed to shift it, I would. So you fill in I recommend you always fill in your personal time, like where you're doing like self-development. The great thing here, I also throw my workouts in, but I also do podcasts during this time. So I listen to podcasts and self-development while I'm working out. I love it. It's worked great for me. You do what you've got to do, but that works good for me. So you kind of plug all that stuff in, then you plug in appointments and those types of things, and then you work your schedule around it. But so this is a great tool for somebody if you're recruiting, other salespeople, or if you are, working with clients or whatever, to quickly, if somebody says, hey, I would like to schedule to see a house, then you can look and say, okay, I have availability from here to here this day, or, whatever. You can quickly look at this and know where you're scheduling things. And I will at times come in and, like, if I book something in here, I'll write it in like ink pen in the spot so I don't double book myself. I love having this. And every week, toss it out, get a new one, like just print it out. It's so nice. I do put a lot of things on my Google Calendar to remind me, but just to have this visual in front of me And for my kids' sake too, like they know to look at this and they're like, oh, okay, this is what's happening. This is what's happening this week. So time blocking is so, so good. I encourage you to do something like this because it will truly, truly help you. It helps your business to grow. It helps in personal growth. I think it helps in discipline and learning to discipline yourself with all areas of your life because you're time blocking everything out. So there's no guilt. Like when I am sitting with my kids in one of these blue blocks, there's no guilt there that I'm not working my business because that's family time. That's personal time. That's me time. That is not business building time. And the same goes the other way around. I don't have any guilt that I'm not working with my kids right now because guess what? I'm in my business mode. So this time was set aside for recording these videos and for doing anything else with business, follow-ups and those types of things. And so there's so much training that I do, and a lot of it, you get access to when you're part of my team in my business. But I do try to share as much content for free and of value on this page and through my podcast and everything as I can, because this isn't just industry specific. This is stuff that you can use every single day. So I hope that helps you guys. Time blocking, I will put a link up for this sheet, or you can create it yourself. It's super easy. If you don't have Excel, or just go to Google Sheets, I think it is, and you can create this very simply for yourself as well. But I highly recommend time blocking. I think you will see a ton more productivity and growth in yourself and in your business if you use it, and a lot less stress and anxiety as well. So it's a good win-win situation. All right, that's it for this training, and I'm gonna move on to the next one, and so stay tuned. All right, have a great one.